Thank you for being here. Hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me. I want to hear somebody please confirm. The fact life, this is so exciting. Hello, hello. Okay, so I have my laptop here and I don't see me live yet. So let me double check. Oh, so exciting. Oh, we have somebody from Australia. Hello to Australia. Malaysia. Oh my gosh, India. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, let me know where you're watching from. Okay, I see me now. Oof, my hair. Okay. I am sweating, you guys. Hello. Hi, Kamal. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Cheryl. And Taylor's here. Hello, it's your first time joining me live. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I am super excited. Super excited. From Brazil, Canada. Let me know where you're watching from. Dominican Republic, República Dominicana. Wow, that is just so fun. I don't know where my camera is. Where am I? I'm always confused because every time I do like a face live, it turns the camera. So if I'm looking somewhere else, I'm looking at my laptop here. It's easier to read your comments. Hi, Debbie. I'm glad you made it. It's easier to read your comments here because, yeah, the phone only shows, it goes too fast. Monica in LA. Hello, Deb. Hi, Deb. First live. I know. I don't do that many lives, and this is our first like official crafting live because I always do my live for members, which by the way it's next Saturday. So if you would like to become a member, next Saturday it's our live. But it's such a small, cozy group that it's like a group of friends, right? But here this is like official. It's a lot of people here. Thank you so much. I do want to remind you to please hit the like if you're watching this. That way we can get the video some good YouTube numbers. Okay, so let's say hello for a little bit, and I also want to show you what project we're going to be making. So if you're crafting live with me, please put a heart on the comment so that way I can see how many people are crafting live, and that way it helps me know if I have to wait. I don't even know where I'm looking. When I rewatch my lives, I'm always like, Rosa, where are you looking? I'm sorry. So put a little heart, red heart, blue heart, I don't know, any color if you're gonna be crafting live with me. That way I know and I am waiting to move to the next step. That always helps me. And I'm excited. Also, if you're crafting live, I'm gonna show you the project we're gonna be making, something similar. But as we are chatting, you can probably start cutting your chipboard. I just finished cutting my chipboard. And so I want you to start cutting your chipboard at 7 by 7. You're going to need 2 pieces of that. Okay, I'm going to slow down because I'm sweating. Ooh, a lot of people are crafting live. That makes me so happy. It's gonna be really fun. Grab some candy. I have chocolate with me. I have coffee. I have water. I'm ready. Also, okay, hold on. First is 2 pieces of 7 by 7, 1 piece of 7 by 4. Okay, you can start cutting. That way we are, we're talking, but you're getting ready at the same time. So 7 by 7, 2 pieces, 7 by 4, 1 piece, in inches, please. Everything is gonna be in inches. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Kim. Hi, Crafting with Jordan and Crystal. Barb is here. Debbie. Oh, you're sitting in bed. I hope you're feeling better, Debbie. So, couple things. If you hear noise in the background, my daughters are playing volleyball out here in the backyard, and it might get a little intense. They have tournament tomorrow, so they're practicing. And the funny thing is, like, they're both on different groups, so they're doing a mini match right here. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Lisandra. Okay, so I am gonna give you a little sneak peek, or we're not going to be making exactly the same thing I'm going to show you. This is a project that took me a whole week, but we're going to grab it as inspiration and move from here. Also, we're only going to be working on the base of the book, and then you can decorate I don't have like a kit set up or anything like that. Maybe in the future I will make some kits if you guys want to craft life and we can work on the kits. But just so I let you know. Teresa, hi, thank you for joining. So if you're crafting live, I'm gonna flip the camera in a little bit and show you and start going with the project, and hopefully won't be showing you my sweaty face. But you're gonna need chipboard pieces, 2 7x7 and 1 7x4. Okay, 7x7 and 7x4 is the spine, and I want my spine to be chunky. 7x4, Gina, because we're gonna be making a cute little chunky monkey. Hi to Portugal. Oh, this is so exciting, you guys. I need to do this more often. I was so nervous today, but this is so exciting. For a wedding album, I'm working on a tutorial right now for a wedding album. It's a 10x10. But for today's live, we are going to be working on something very similar to this. So this is a 7x7, and I know I put 6x6 on the title of the video, and I think what I meant by that is we can use any of your 6x6 papers on your stash. So if you have a lot of 6x6 papers, this will be a really good album for you to follow. So this has a chunky 4-inch spine, and it has only 3 signatures, but you can see the signatures are really full and thick. And so I don't know if I can hold the book and show you. I'll probably do a flip through, but again, we're not going to be making the same. I just wanted to have it as an example and kind of grab some inspiration from this book and do some of the layouts. You're taking notes? That's so smart. Please do it. And then so I don't think, let's see if we can see a little bit of how this book kind of looks. This book has a lot of gold. Hi, Nora. Thank you, Nora. If you guys are going to be crafting live, you can start cutting your chipboard 7x7 and 7x4. Hi, Ariel. My daughter's here. She's going to help me out a little bit. I thought you guys were playing volleyball. So here we have this other page, which it says, I need the album for a wedding in November. Oh, yay. So the book that I am doing for the wedding album, it's one of my video classes. So that you can purchase the kit now, actually, and I will have it out next week. So this one has I just really love how this book turned out. It's really cute, it's really fun, and it's very dynamic. And so I haven't put pictures on this book. What else, right? What else is new? Oh, this is gonna be hard to close. Here, let me put it here. Also, if you hear snoring, I have my dog here, and she wanted to be with me, and it's her birthday today, so I couldn't say no to her. And then so this book, okay, so also opens down, so it opens up. So it has a lot of different features. Again, I'm gonna try to recreate this book, but also I don't want to craft super fast because maybe the live will only be an hour or maybe 2, and there's no way we can get it done. Maybe we can do a part 2 also if you wanted to make the book more dynamic like this. But this will be a good start to get some inspiration. And okay, so then this has a lot of different layouts. It's a little hard to show, but you guys have probably seen this before, right? Hopefully, if you watch it, if you watch the channel. Hi, Cincy Koala. Love your last name. So something like this is what we're gonna be making. So let's see, we have 100 people here today. Wow, that is crazy. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. April, this is April from your last live. Mini pop and twist and the circle. Oh, hi, April. Yes, remember we worked on the little pop and twist and the circle tower. That was really fun. So we're having our next members live class next week, but today we're gonna enjoy a little bit of Friday night crafting. I hope you guys are ready. Yes, Debbie, I think I should do that. I think we're gonna work on some pages, take our time, make it very dynamic, very interactive as you guys like to have it. And then we'll do a part 2, and then we'll kind of come out with something very similar to what I show. That way we're not rushing, right? And thank you, Debbie. Yes, will give us something to look forward to. Okay, so I think, let's see, what time is it? Let's see if anybody else will show. Maybe we'll wait a couple more minutes and then we get going. But I do want to remind you to hit the like, please. I know it feels weird saying that. Hit the like. And then if you guys have questions as I'm going through the what is this called, as I'm building the album, I probably won't be able to look at all the comments, but I will stop eventually and go back and see if you guys had any questions. But if anybody asks, for example, if somebody misses the number measurement, if any of you can help me clear you know, like put it on the chats and help each other, that would be great. Hablo español, sí, hablo español. Super Nina D from California. I'm in the Bay, Nina, so we're probably pretty close by. Where do I ship from? I don't ship from here. My supplier ships the kits. Yes, but all the kits include your shipping. So whatever the cost is, it's, yeah. New member from Ohio. Thank you. Hi, Cindy. Thank you so much for becoming a member. That really helps out the channel and helps me keep videos coming here for you guys. Saludos desde México. Hola, México. Gracias por mirar el video. Dígame, ¿en México usan centímetros o pulgadas? Déjame saber. Because some Spanish countries use centimeters, some Spanish countries use inches. So I'm always confused. I know in Peru we use centimeters, but I know in some places in Europe use inches as well. So let me know. Marianne, okay. Marianne, I got it. Okay. Hola, Costa Rica. Oh my gosh, I can be here and say hello all day. Oh, usan ambos. Ok, centímetros y pulgadas. Ok, perfecto. Ok, so lo que voy a hacer es mover la cámara hacia abajo so we can start crafting. Let me move my coffee here first. Okay, so, and then we're gonna get going. So hopefully you guys already cut your chipboard. Okay, so let's see what's the best way to do this. Okay, I'm gonna close the camera for a second. That way you guys don't get dizzy. And I'm gonna place this on the tripod. I'm always afraid of doing this because I don't want to drop the camera on you guys, but if forgive me. Okay, and then I'm just going to zoom. Perfect. We got it. Okay, and first things first, I'm gonna put my hair up on a bun, and that way it's not all over my face. Okay, so I can still read your comments here on my laptop on the side, so I'm gonna try to answer as fast as I can. And the first thing that I am going to do is move my crafty tools, move the coffee out of the way, and I'm going to start wrapping my chipboard. So for wrapping, I use 65-pound cardstock. Okay, and so for tools, as you know, we're gonna use your tape, your score tool. I always use this pointy tool to help me with the tape. A little thing to press your scoring lines, scissors. For some of these elements, we're gonna be playing with some brads. Okay, so if you don't have brads right now, it's okay. You can just leave that to the side, move on to the next step, and then add it later. It won't be a big deal. But I usually use these types of brads. I get mine at Michael's or Amazon. You know, I'm kind of running low, but that's okay. It's 9:16 for you in New York. Okay, so we are 3 hours. We're 3 hours apart. I think it's the same time in Peru that it is in New York. Okay, so I'm going to get moving with this book, and then we can continue chatting. Okay, so let's move this out of the way for now. And I'm going to use 65-pound cardstock, so this is your lightweight. Okay, and what I'm going to do is join 3 of these together. Okay, so we are going to get organized here. 1 second. Okay, and we're going to just join the 3 pieces together. I'm going to use some glue, and of course my glue is not working. Okay, it's okay, you guys. It's a casual crafty night. Okay, so I'm just gonna open this up really quick. And I was opening some of my challenge mail today, and somebody sent me this really cute, I actually have it right here, this really cute like a glue, one of the tip openers. But the thing is, like, I lost my tip, so I need to get a whole new glue now. But this definitely helps. Okay, so here we go. So we are going to join 3 pieces. Okay, now the binding you guys already know, pretty standard. Hi Kathy, hello. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. And now we are going to add the chipboard. So of course I'm going to start with the spine first. Let's move this. Okay, so I'm going to glue the spine at the center. I'm using white for this project. I actually don't even know what I'm going to be making this book for, like the theme. I wanted to make a baby book, but I think I'm going to make the baby book a different size, because the book that I need to make is for my sister-in-law, and I already made her another baby book for her other baby, and so I kind of want the 2 to match. I don't want to give her different size books. I don't know if it matters to her, but it matters to me. Crafting cake with Billy. Hi, hello, thank you for joining. Watching from Maryland. Hi Anna, how are you? How's your reading going? I know you love to read too. Okay, so when you glue your chipboard, always make sure to leave space in between the 2. Okay, and then I'm going to trim the extra. Okay, so you only want about 1 inch all the way around. Okay, so Lynn crafting from Australia. Hello. Okay, so I'm just moving the camera here, and I'm gonna cut. Okay, and then I do also want to take out some of this extra. Okay, there we go. And then you want to cut your corners. Okay. Hi Mark from Canada. The chipboard that I use is 65, no, it's 5 millimeter. I don't know, 2 millimeter. I always buy the Amazon medium weight chipboard. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, April. Oh, thank you so much for your support. So if you go onto my Amazon page, I saved in there all the chipboard pieces, because I think it's just called medium weight. I don't know in terms of like millimeters, but I do know there's different weights, because I have tried some that, oh my goodness, they might as well sell you cardstock, and some that are like wood. So I wouldn't be able to tell you what size it is, but if you check my Amazon store, whatever is linked in there is what I use. Okay. Yes, you can watch the video later. So the lives stay recorded, so you can come back and watch it. So you can rewatch if you want to rewatch, or if you miss something. right? Okay, so it'd probably be a good idea to first watch and then craft, just in case I make a mistake. So I'm just folding my cardstock right now. And when I fold the cardstock, I like to kind of just start from the center, massage the cardstock to the sides. That way your cardstock's not going to crack. Okay, so just kind of make it a little bit flexible. It's kind of like stretching your muscles, right? Stretch before you work out. North Carolina, hi. It says, do you ever use the lay flat method for the album? Do you like it? I do use it. I think I've used it a couple times only when my books are gonna be really chunky. And so for example, my Disney Princess book, I did a different type of binding. It just depends on what type of, how heavy I make the pages, I guess, if I really want them to lay super flat. But for this one, I want Sandra. We just started, so if you want to craft, or if you want to catch and come, or take notes and craft later, the covers at 7x7. The spine is 7x4, and then that's what we're doing so far. I am like reading the comments, so okay, I'm gonna try to hurry up here. So I'm adding some of my tape all the way down here. And this tool I recently got is really good because as you press down your tape, it's really easy to cut your tape right there. Because I'm always really bad at tearing the tape, so that's a really good tool. So far, I love it. And now the other tool, since we are talking about tools, this tool here, which I use for scoring, it's good, but I have another one. Let's see if I have it here. I think my daughter took it, but this was like $5, okay? And there's one just like it at the dollar store that it's even better than this. So let me see if I can find it here on my stuff. I think my daughter must have taken it. But the one at the dollar store is cushiony. It has two sides. This to me feels really cheap, so I wouldn't recommend. But I'm using it. Let's see. Construction tape for the base. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what is construction tape. See, I'm not really up to date with all these. It might be really good. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I'll try to figure out what construction tape is. So you want to score on your bending lines here. Okay, so you can start folding your cardstock. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So tuck in the corners and then folds, and then you're going to press down right there. Okay, and I don't know if you guys can hear my dog snoring. Oh, you got the trimmer, Joanne? Yes, I love it too because you can cut multiple sheets at once, and the chipboard is so easy to cut with this trimmer. Okay, so there we go. We got it. We got the cover, the binding. Okay, I'm trying to read. The nail art tool for scoring. Yes, I think the one that we got at the dollar store. Oh, it's right here. I don't know if it was a craft tool or a nail tool, but we use it for both. This is why my daughter always takes it, because we use this to make little flowers. So there's a little side and there's a bigger side, and I love these so much. You can get 4 or 5 of these for the price of these. Okay, so just putting it out there. Oh, thank you, Billy. Okay, if you have a problem lifting the tape, glue it again. I use both. Oh yeah, you know what I noticed? That too. Let me have some water. Where did I put my water? Yeah, the cutter. Sorry, I just choked on my own. Let's see, the cutter that I use, I have two. Oh, thank you, Emma. She's sharing my Amazon link. So you can see the cutter that I use. So I have this swing line, and then I also have the fish scars. I'm gonna put this on the side so we can work on the hinges. Okay. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm just choking here for a minute. Okay, so I am going to cut, I think I'm only going to use one piece, and I am going to cut this piece at 6 inches. And no, I'm going to cut it at 6 1/4. Okay, so 6 1/4 by 11 is going to be for my hinge. Okay, how much was this? I think this is like $30 or $35. I mean, it's pretty cheap. It's not, yeah, 27, something like that. If I find it better to use the smaller trimmer, let me grab it. It's right here. And I'll show you why I keep both. So when I'm making albums and I'm cutting like multiple pages, heavyweight, I use this cutter. And when I'm cutting a smaller measurements, like something that is a little bit more specific, I like to use this one, because on this one, honestly, you stop counting at 1 inch, so you can't really cut 3/4 inches, and it becomes a little bit more difficult. So then here, when I'm, let's say, cutting something that is 1 inch or 3/4 inches, it's really easy to see. Also, when I'm cutting windows, you can, on this one, you don't have to start from here. You can start, let's say you want a section off, you can lift this up, place it at 2 inches here, and then close it, and then let's say you want to cut from 2 to 6, then you just cut like that. And it's really good for making windows and shakers and things like that. And so the only thing I don't like about this is like you always have to replace these pieces, and they're just, it gets a little expensive. So with this one, the blade lasts you forever. Okay, so I'm going to, the white paper that I use is the Recollections brand. So I use the 65 and the 110 pound. I use both, and I always use Michael's paper. I'm not sponsored, unfortunately, but it's my favorite. Hi Julia, thank you for joining. Hello. You're watching quietly. Thank you so much, Julia. Okay, so now this book is going to have 3 signature pages, and what I'm going to do is just score at 2 inches, and then we're going to score at 3/4 inches after that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Emma. Emma is linking the cutter that I was just using. She's such a good assistant. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to, so this piece is 6 1/4 by 11, lightweight. Magda, you are in Lima. Thank you. Hola, saludos a Lima. I'll probably be in Lima really soon because I miss it so much. Okay, so I'm going to score at 2. See how, well, I like this one better because I like the thicker point. This one's too thin, so sometimes it cuts your paper if you score too hard. So this is why I don't like it so much. And so I like this one. So we're gonna score at 2, and then we're gonna score at 2 3/4, 3 1/2. Okay, so we're gonna score at 4 1/4. Then we're gonna score at 5, 5 3/4, 6 1/2, okay, 7 1/4, 8, and 8 3/4. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat. So we're scoring a 2, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, 4 1/4, 5, 5 3/4, 6 1/2, 7 1/4, 8, and 8 3/4. So we're basically scoring at every 3/4 inch. Okay, starting at the 2 inches. Oh, hi, Jen. Thank you for joining. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm such a fan of your work. Hello, hello. Okay, so now we are going to skip the first 3/4 inch section, and then we're gonna join the next 2 together. So what I like to do is just basically put my fingers behind the cardstock and just fold this, help this fold over, and then you're just going to pinch. Okay, and that is your first hinge here. And then we're going to skip one and do the same. Okay, so now we have 2 hinges. We're gonna skip the next and join together the next 2. There we go. Okay, so only 3 hinges on this book. Oh, thank you, Jen. always watch your videos. You're just so happy all the time. Well, thank you. So now I'm going to go back from the back here and use my tape, and we're gonna add this here on the back. So you want to join together the back section. I'm gonna cut this a little bit because this came out too long. Okay, and so now I'm just going to peel off my tape and join together. And so here's what we're gonna add the next one right there. Cut this out, and then we are going to peel this off. So hopefully I'm going slow enough, not too fast. But if you need me to slow down, if you're crafting live, I'll be happy to. So just let me know. Hello to Jolene in Florida. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm so excited. I've never live like this with everybody, so this is really fun. And if you're joining now, you can, always start at the next step and then come back and rewatch the beginning of the book. The good thing about making albums, you can work in sections. If you missed the first, you can now start on the base pages, so you still have time to go grab your supplies and get crafting. Is there a reason why I don't do acetate windows or something like that in your albums? I do it on the cover usually, because what I really love about making books is creating the interactive elements. Like I really like having all kinds of openings and things like that. So for acetate, I think it will be really fun too. I actually have used some in a couple books making like windows or shakers, but yeah, not so much, because then you can really build on top of that, right? But maybe it'll be something to try. So I was actually coming out with some ideas because I got a new what do you call this, laminator. And so I was going to do some samples on using your laminator for crafting projects other than, you know, the laminating for planner pages, which is usually what I use it for. And so one of the ideas that I had was using for windows. So kind of like using an acetate for a window, but using the laminator. And the cool thing about the laminator is you can always put something in between. Let's say you use a die cut that says, I don't know, Merry Christmas or something, and you can kind of have that floating in the window, and then you put your picture on the back. I don't know, I was having a moment with that. So that would kind of be like acetate, I guess. But yeah. Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead and added my double-sided tape on each side of the hinge. So you want to put it on the front and back for each one of these. Okay, and now I'm going to bring back my book, and I do want to just sanitize my hands a little bit because I feel like they're a little bit, I don't know, it has some sort of like color on them. Okay. Acetate windows, they are basically like clear plastic. Clear plastic. Let me see if I have any. I don't think I have any here on my bookcase with me. Which, by the way, you guys, I just finished decorating my bookcase with like my fall albums, and I have a video on that I'll be posting tomorrow on my other channel. So if you guys want to see like a tour of my bookcase, I'll be showcasing that tomorrow on my other channel. Okay, so now what you want to do is, I have this first line, okay, on the hinges. So we have this first scoring line, and what I want to do with this line is line it up to this score line here, to the bending line. Okay, and that is going to be my guide on where I am going to put these pages. And you're going to notice a bigger space on the other side. That is because I'm going to do a chunky element here like we have on the example. Okay. Oh, my other channel, we will link it below. It's always linked on my description box. So it's just simply called Rosa Kelly. But that's what I do in my vlogs. So if you want to see studio vlogs or reading vlogs, day in the life type of projects. And so I was decorating my bookcase. I went book shopping for some fall books. So it's like a really cute, cozy video. It's gonna come tomorrow. Thank you, Emma. She just linked it there. So what I like to do is add my double-sided tape to each side of my bending line here, and that way I don't get like an air bubble or anything like that. I might have cut this too long here. Okay, so I'm just putting the tape right here, and then I'm going to take this out. Let's take this out here. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then we are going to add some glue, and you're going to use the line here to line it up. But you know what I'm thinking is I'm actually going to move it more to the side because I want about an inch on this side. Okay, I don't want this. If I line up the line, I only have about half an inch. You see what I'm saying? From here. So I want this more this way. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to add my glue that is still giving me problems, of course. Of course it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to add a lot of glue here. Okay, let's see, make sure we get it all around. Oops. And lots and lots and lots and lots of glue. Okay, and so now I'm gonna put this here. Okay, so if you notice, I'm not really centering the 3 hinges to the spine because I want my back section to also have a big width. Okay, I'll show you the example in a minute. Okay, and then we're just gonna press on the center. So one thing that I always try to do is wait for my glue to be fully dry before you start folding your book. Okay, because then that's when you get air bubbles or when your spine comes out. So always let it cure. I say cure, I don't know if that's engineering talking, but you want to let it dry fully. Okay, let it make that paper bond. Thank you, Nora. I think with practice, you just get used to making these books. And one thing that I can say is, like, just don't be intimidated by the project, because at the end of the day, it's for you. And everything has a solution. So nothing is, even if you make a mistake, it's okay. There's always a way to fix it, and we always learn from our mistakes. Okay, so now I'm going to score along this bending line. Okay, so I'm going to fill here the top and the bottom of my original bending line, the connection of my chipboard pieces. So you want to line these 2 and give it a score. Okay, so maybe we can go really, really gentle also. Just give it a couple times instead of going one time really hard. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Okay, so now I'm just going to fold this here. Oh, Teresa, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I always like making, fun books, but also like changing it up a bit. Now we're going to do this other side here. So again, you're going to fill the gap, top and bottom, and then we're going to give this a score. Okay, and then we're going to fold. There we go. Okay, so now we have our spine, or our binding, our spine, our hinges, I mean. So steps 1 and 2, I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. Hi, Lois. Okay, so I think we're gonna be doing one of our books for a coworker. Oh, thank you, Wendy. So the next thing is going to be adding the cardstock here. Although we're not going to be working on the inside covers yet, I do like to add my cardstock pieces because that is going to reinforce your hinges. Okay, so that is an important piece that we need to add here. Okay, so for that, I am going to use heavyweight. Okay, so where did I put my heavyweight? Oh, here it is. Okay, so we are going to cut. Hi, Paola. We're gonna cut 2 pieces of the heavyweight, and these are going to be 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. Okay, so 2 here, and we're gonna glue these 2 pieces down. Okay, here we go. Just add some glue, and we can put one. It's gonna be there. Hello, Evelyn. Hello, hello. Where are you watching from? Please let me know if you guys are just joining. Where are you watching from? I'm always happy to see the magic of the internet. We can all get together, and also let me know what time is it where you are, because what time is it here? I think it's about, well, we started the live at 6, so 6 is my time. What time is it? That's a good question. So it's 6:49 where I am, so let me know where you are and what time is it. I think New York it's 9, right? Okay, so here we go. So we have this done, and now we can go ahead and move to making the base pages. Also, Nora, you have the same time that I do. Texas is 2 hours away. In April, you're on the East Coast for the time, right? Either that there or you're in Peru probably. Florida, oh look, interesting. I don't know if Florida has the same time as New York. I guess it makes sense. Lynn, 11:49 a.m. Saturday. So you are tomorrow. So you guys are tomorrow? Wow. You guys are in the future. That is, I mean, of course I understand timing and all. But isn't it crazy? Okay, so now we're gonna start with the base pages, and since we're only gonna have 3, I'm gonna cut them all at once, and I am going to cut 3 pieces at 6.5 by 7.5. Okay, and then so we have 3 of these. And then we're gonna do 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3, of 6.5 by 6.5. Okay, and always save your scraps. Okay, so I might pull from here to work on the layouts. Okay, so now I'm going to use the pieces that are 7.5 by 6.5, and we are going to score oh, I'm just trying to read. Yes, I'm using 110 pounds for the pages. So from now on, I'm going to use 110 pounds for everything. Okay, unless I say we are moving into, we're doing 65 for this step. Okay, so everything from now on will be 110. And so the pieces that are 7.5, we are going to score at 1/2 inch and at 7. Okay, 1/2 and 7. And then we're gonna do the same for these 3 pieces, 1/2 and 7, and 1/2 and 7. Okay, and then we're going to fold 11:50 a.m. in Australia. So you guys, I'm so excited to, I mean, I guess didn't know that, but so excited. You're waiting for a storm, Carmen. Oh my gosh. You know, I have some friends in Florida, and they were telling me they are on like, they were sending memes about how it's like sunny and 10 minutes later it's like stormy. Is that how really? I've never been to Florida. I mean, I would love to visit. Not in hurricane season, but Puerto Rico, you're also waiting for a storm. Oh my goodness. I hope that is not, it's not too bad. Oh, stay safe. Please stay safe. The Caribbean's also 9:52 p.m., right? Okay, so I'm going to add my double-sided tape on these 1/2 inch sections. I mean, Here we go, right here. Okay, and then I am using the 110-pound cardstock. I actually have a new bag, so I'm gonna show you the one that I use here in a minute. And I am making the base pages for our book. Show you. In case you're wondering, this is the one that I use. So it is the Recollections brand. If you're in the US, this is what I get it at Michael's, and it is 110. If you're using grams, it's 300 grams. And then I also use the same brand for the 65 pound. Okay. And I am making the pages for the mini album that we are making together. So we're just working on base pages right now, and then we're going to look at the example and pick some fun interactive pages. And also, if you guys want a special feature, like, you can always let me know, and then we can just try it, see how it will look. I always do that on my lives too, on my members. I ask if you have any questions or anything you want to see, and I try to incorporate those in the live. Okay, so I am peeling off a section of the tape here along the top, and we're going to line up your 6.5 by 6.5. So I use the side that I didn't peel off the tape to line it up. Okay, and then so I match the 3 corners, then I match this bottom corner here, and then I just press down on that one and remove the tape. Okay, and hi Heather to Australia. Hello. I just love saying hello, you guys. So amazing to see you joining the live. And then we're going to just simply peel off the tape on this other side and remove the tape. Okay, so now we have one, and we're just gonna do the same here. I'm going to peel off the tape and add the next piece. Okay, so again, we're gonna line this up, press down on the sticky side, and remove the tape. Hi Bruna. Hi Dorota. Oh, Poland. Hello. What time is it in Poland? I would like to know. I would love to know. Okay, so that's 2. And then we have this next piece. Oops. And we're gonna do the same. Poland, South Africa. Wow, Hayla. Hello. Thank you for joining the live, you guys. So I'm just going to line this up. Okay. Patty, you are in California. I bet the time is 6:57 because we are in California too. So if you guys are joining me, please hit the like button. We are at 95 likes, almost 100 likes, you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have the 3 base pages, and so this is, and if you just a mini album talk, this is a signature page, right? So on the signature now we're gonna be counting these as page 1 and page 2. So I just mentioned that for the purpose of the sequence of how we're gonna be working. We're gonna be working on page 1, page 2, page 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we have 6 pages, although we have 3 signatures. So I know all of you know that probably, but I always like to clarify. Okay, so now we're gonna start working on some page layouts, and I'm going to bring back the example So if you missed the beginning of the video, now you can see what we are making. And thank you for hitting the like. Thank you, thank you. We won't be decorating the book today. And then I think what we agree on is we're gonna work on the book as much as we can today before I lose my voice. And then we might come back and do a second part to this live. That way we can make a fun interactive book instead of kind of rushing it for today. Hi, April. Oh, no, April was already here. Okay, so I'm going to show you these. So let's see here. So on this book, we have first, of course, this opening page. We have a pull down waterfall. Let's see if I can show you exactly how. This was one of my video classes. I think it was called something rock. Oh my goodness, but it's beautiful. I love it. I love the paper collection. And then this piece here spins, and then we open and we have another page here, which is a bubble. Now again, we won't be doing all this detail, but we can take some ideas from this book for the first page. So let's get moving. So I'm gonna put this on the side. Have a little bit more coffee. I figure April. I just saw hi and I say hi April, and then I realized it was you. Hello Kate, from Atlantis, Cape Town, South Africa. Hi, tell me what time is in South Africa right now. And thank you so much for joining the live. So okay, so I'm going to move these and we are going to start doing some cutting. So let's see, what size is this? 4.5. Okay, I'm just doing some internal thinking. Okay, I'm gonna start with a new page. Thank you. Can you poster board? Can you use poster board for this? Oh, I don't know. What's poster board? I think that's too thick. If I'm thinking correctly, that, oh, it's 4 a.m. Wow, thank you so much for being awake. The spinner page, yes. So we can do the spinner page and then a couple layouts on top. Let's do that. So I am going to cut this page at 6.5. Okay, also heavyweight, by the way. Okay, 6.5, and then we're gonna do by 5.5. Okay, I always like to work with exact measurements. That way, from one sheet, we have our two layouts. And we're going to score at 1/2 inch on the 5.5 side. Okay, so 1/2, and then here I'm also going to do 1/2. Okay, so we are going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so we have these two pieces, and now I'm going to cut another piece, and this is going to be the spinner page, and this is going to be also 6.5 by 6.5. Okay, so this is going to be the size of your base page here. Okay, so now this page, I'm trying to think. So when we add the spinning page, you want to have another piece of cardstock here so your brad doesn't go on the section that we're gonna have an insert. But since I'm not using paper right now, let me think, how can I do this? Actually, I am gonna use paper. So I'm just gonna bring some solid cardstock. Oh, thank you so much, Nancy. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let me grab some cardstock 1 second. Oh, it's hard to think. Okay. It's really hard to make up my mind. Okay, so for the purpose of this book, I'm going to use green, okay? I'm trying to think, because I don't have a theme for this book yet. So I'm just gonna use some cardstock here and cut these at 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. Okay, and what I want to use this for is I'm just gonna place it here. We're not gonna glue this yet. We're gonna place it right on top, and then we're going to add a brad. Okay, so I'm going to grab a little brad, something not too big, I guess. This one's fine. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna use one of those. Okay, and again, I'm not gluing this together, but I do want to hold them together with the little white border. So if your page is 6 1/2 by 6 1/2, this cardstock is gonna be 6 1/4 by 6 1/4, and I am going to poke a hole here. Okay, so maybe somewhere over here, just with my tool. Okay, and let's say you're going 1/4 or 1/2 inch from each side. Okay, just to put a measurement. I'm not always putting measurements, but and then I'm gonna go from the white side and put my brad. Okay, right there. And then we're going to close this here on the back. Okay, and now I'm going to cut this, and I'm just going to cover that up. Okay, so now we have that, and now we're going to take off the tape here, and I am going to glue the green section only, not the white, down to my page, but you want to put it with the brads on the right side. Okay, so we're gonna glue it like that. So again, I'm gonna make sure this is center. Add the glue. Oh, one thing you want to do is add a magnet. So let me grab my magnets. And again, if you don't have everything right now, you can just kind of see how it's getting done, and you can glue it. You can always glue this later. You don't have to glue it right now. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to grab a couple magnets, and from whatever your brad is, you want to put your magnet on the opposite side right there. Okay, so just want to have these magnets in place. Okay, so now I'm going to take out the tape, and now I'm ready to glue this. So again, you're only going to add glue on the color cardstock. Okay, and now we're gonna place these on your signature. Make sure your openings are side to side, and now you're just gonna match the two. Okay, so we're gluing these two. Okay, hi Joy, thank you for joining. And now we are going to spin this page. See how now we have the spinning page? So it's not that complicated. It just takes a little bit of thinking ahead and getting the magnets ready and all that. And now I'm going to place my magnets where it's going to go. Okay, and the magnet is also optional because honestly, I don't think the page is going to be rotating unless you move it. So now that is ready, and now we have the two pieces that we cut, the 5 1/2 by 6 1/2, and we're just now gonna glue one on each side on the spinning section. Okay, this is why it's important to add the brad at least half an inch away from the edge, so you have enough room to glue this piece. You see how I have enough room there. And now I'm going to glue. Yes, Cheryl, you can rewatch the live. You know, I think after the live is done, it takes a little bit to finish posting or something. I don't know, but it will be available. Okay, so now we're gonna press down. Okay, so we're adding one here, and I'm going to add this other one. Okay, on the other side. There we go. And now we're going to press down. I'm going to open this up and press down here. Okay, so now we have our spinning page that also opens and opens. So we have that. I'm not going to be adding magnets to everything, only to the pieces that I needed. For example, these two, because I needed to glue that one. And okay, so now we have these, and then the other piece that we had as an example has the other closure over here, right? So we can do something like that. So I'm gonna use one of my scraps, and this is 4.5, and I'm going to cut this by 4. Okay, so 4.5 by 4, and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch on the 4.5 side. Okay, and then we can add this piece over here as a closure. So the example had it over here, but I'm going to be really different and place it on the center. Okay, so now I'm just going to add my glue. Okay, let's see if I can get this glue to work. Okay, so I'm gonna place this right here. And now we have the opening, and this opens up. Okay, here you can build your waterfall. I probably won't be doing the waterfall for this book, but if you wanted to, you can add it. And then we have the spinning piece. Okay, so that's gonna be our page 1. Let's see, let's bring this book. Also keep in mind, once you start adding your cardstock, your page is gonna grow and it's gonna get really, really chunky as well. Okay, so we did this. We did not add the waterfall, and we did this. Oh, this one had the pop-up, but that's a little bit ambitious for the life. So we can move on to the next page. So what we could do is add the pop-up here. We could do that, right? And we have that. Instead of adding the side pockets, we can do a pop-up on the next back page. Okay, so now I am going to work on page 2 and cut a new piece here. I wish I picked a paper that I can use. Oh, thank you, Patty. Okay, so this is going to be 6.5. Why is my cardstock not straight? You know, sometimes that drives me crazy that when it comes from, you know, brand new cardstock, it's not cut perfect. I don't know if it's because I'm a Virgo, because I'm an engineer, but you know, angles have to be right angles. Hi, Scrap Day. Thank you for joining. I'm always happy to see you. Oh, thank you. Craft and Scrap says she's kind of losing signal. So you guys let me know if you can, let me know if you don't see me. Okay, so this second piece that is 6.5 by 6.5, we're going to score at 1/2 inch on one of the sides. And I am going to find my tool. Okay, and so this one, so when you flip, you know what, it always helps me to add arrows, because you're gonna cover this up, right? So don't be afraid of adding an arrow so you remember which orientation is up, so you know you don't mess up. Because I definitely want these to spin out, because if you think about it, you're gonna have the spine here, and if you place this wrong, this is not going to spin. Okay, so make your arrows, and then we're gonna move on to the back. Thank you, Debbie. Have a good night, Debbie. Thank you for joining. And then we are going to glue this piece on the left side. Okay, so now we're on the back, and we're gonna glue this on the left side. Okay, so I am just simply adding my glue, and I'm gonna put this right here. Okay, press down, press down. Okay, so this is just a simple side here, opening side, but we're gonna make this into a pop-up. Hola Margarita. ¿Cómo estás? Gracias. Okay, so we have the flap. Now we do need some cardstock to cover the inside, so again I'm going to use some solids. I guess we're going for the green theme, so I'm gonna have to find a paper collection that matches my green last minute decision. I think I do. I actually have one really good in mind. Okay, so I am going to first cover the inside here, because I like doing that before I add my pop-up. Okay, so one is going to be 6 1/4 by 6 1/4, and one is going to be 5 let me think, 5 3/4 by 6 1/4. Okay, so this one is 5 3/4 because this one will fit on the smaller flap here. Okay, so we're just gonna glue this down. Okay, thank you, Margarita. Gracias. Gracias, gracias. I always, you know, it's funny because I speak Spanish, but it's weird for me to make crafting in Spanish. I don't know, but I will try more. So now I'm just gluing these papers down so we can build our pop-up on top. Okay, and when I do pop-ups, I usually just do solid cardstock because you don't really see, you can always decorate on top. There we go. So now we are going to use also the heavyweight cardstock. I'm using some of my whatever I had left over from building the pages. Okay, and this is 4 1/2, and I'm gonna cut this by 8. Okay, so 4 1/2 by 8, and I'm going to score. Yo soy de Perú. I know, Anna. Oh my goodness. So I posted the dish stash and it was sold within 10 minutes. I know, I was surprised myself. So yes, but I'll try to make more. It's so hard to get rid of my paper. It's like getting rid of my babies. Okay, so 4 1/2 by 8. We're going to score at half. And then we're going to score at 4 on the 8-inch side. Okay, so we're gonna score. Okay, so again, on the 4 1/2, you're scoring at half. On the 8-inch, you are scoring at 4. And then I am going to fold along the score line here first and add double-sided tape. Okay, so we're gonna put tape here. And now we're going to fold along the other score line. Okay, and we are going to now cut the corners. So you want to cut this here and cut this here. Okay, so now we have a piece that looks like this. And hola Marta, hola Marta de Cuareta, no. And so we are going to, now to add this page, you want to fold this in half, but you want to make sure that this center fold line is what is going to be lined up to this bending line. Okay, so it's important to remember which side is that center fold that's going to go lined up here. Now we're going to keep the tape facing up, okay, and now I'm gonna flip it, so this is gonna be like this. So again, we have the center folds line up to this center. We have the tape facing up, and now we're gonna place this at an angle, so this little tip is touching the bending line, and then you can play around with the angle here, but what I like to do is make this tip touch here and then make the other end just kind of line up to the edge of the page, just like this. Okay, so that's how we're gonna place it. Now I'm going to peel off the tape here and close, and then we're gonna open it again and peel off the other side and close. Okay, and it's important to use tape for this step, not glue, because then glue takes a little bit of time to dry, and you probably, you know, sometimes it doesn't work as well. And so here we go. So now we have our pop-up for this page. Isn't that cute? So we have a spinning, we have a pop-up, and here, sorry, I'm losing my voice again. Margarita, voy a intentar. Gracias. Brick roads, I know. Okay, so let's see. A video on my waterfall page. Oh, I have tons, but I wouldn't be able to point at one right now. Maybe we'll make one, okay? We'll make the waterfall page. Yes, I'm kind of missing that too. I want the waterfall. We'll make it on the next page. How about that? So we have these, and I do want to add something else here, especially because I have all these scrap little pieces, and I always like to use my scraps. So maybe to make something different, we can add a pocket here on the top and something coming from the top. So this page is 6 inches, and so I am going to cut one of my scrap pieces at 7. Let's do by 4. 7 by 4, and we're going to score on 3 sides. Okay, so 7 by 4. I'm going to score at 1/2 inch, at 6.5. Okay, and then we're going to score at 1/2 inch along the 4-inch side. Okay, let me have a little water. So Margarita is asking the size of the magnet, so I can show you that. So actually I have my magnets right here with me. So I use different sizes. So este es un 10x2, so 10 by 2 millimeter magnets, usually for covers or heavier pages. I use so many. 8 by 2. These I don't use that often, so you can skip that one, but they're good for when I run out of the other ones. And the ones that I use all the time is a 10 by 1. Okay, so this one is really flat. It's what I use for the other one, and it's easy to add to your page. It won't create a lot of bulk. 10 by 1. Again, all the magnets that I use are linked on my Amazon page. I'm always refreshing those links because these magnets get sold out so quickly. So I have a few vendors that I'm always like, when some get sold out, the other ones get restocked, and so on. Okay, so now we have the 3 sides scored, and what I'm going to do is cut the corners here, okay, between those two, and here, okay, between those two. And this is going to be my pocket. Okay, so I'm going to fold along the score lines. Right there. And then we are going to add the pocket right here on this top, right? So again, remember which is your side up. Very important for pockets. Although sometimes I make upside down pockets, but there's usually a purpose for those, not accidentally. And then we're just gonna glue these down here. Okay, there we go. April's asking if I would do a Zoom. You know, I did have a Zoom with all my Patreon members a few months ago now. Maybe I'll do another one. So yeah, that was so much fun. I think it was Anna's birthday that day, right, Anna? If you're still here, it was your birthday. It was so much fun. So yes, sometimes I do. It will be fun. Okay, so now I'm going to use my other scrap piece, and this is 4.5, but I am going to cut these at, let's do 6. Okay, and I am going to score at 1/2 inch on the 6-inch side. Okay, so this is 4.5 by 6. I score at 1/2 inch. Press down, and then we're going to add this here on the top. Okay, let's go ahead and add this. Give me some ideas, you guys. What should I use this book for? Okay, because I do want to decorate it and hopefully do a walkthrough of our final product of our life. That would be fun. But this will open up, and then we have a pocket here. Best day ever, Anna. Thank you. You're still here. Thank you. This opens up. Okay, so that's gonna be your page number 2. Okay, so I'm gonna add the pages at the end. So I'm gonna just put that one there, and we are going to go back. Your Disney trip, yes. Oh my goodness, I have to show you though, because on our live for members last month, I did this folio, and I'm making it at Disney. So I know, Teresa, I've been waiting for the right time, and I finally have something to put our Disney pictures. Well, I shouldn't say I have 2 other Disney books that I haven't put pictures on, but I love making the book. So I'm in the process of decorating this book, and I even got some stickers, you guys. I'm going to be finishing this up and hopefully putting pictures on. Winter book, thank you. Maybe I'll do Halloween. Yes, you know, I was thinking about that, and I should have made it black. So I probably won't be Halloween. Maybe I'll do another fall book. But since I'm using green, I have to now figure out what I'm doing. Okay, so on the next page here, we have these layouts. I don't know if you guys want to do this or you want to do the waterfall. So let me know. leave a couple comments. Let's see what you guys want to do. We can do something like this, or we can do that waterfall as well. Okay. You just came back from Disney World. Oh my gosh, I am so jelly right now. So jelly. Okay, so, and then this also opens down and it opens up. I mean, these are some chunky pages. The spinny thinny. I love that. We'll do the spinny thinny. Okay. So yeah, this is actually very simple to do, but it has some trick to it that I will show you. I will show you right now, actually. But first, let's do the opening down part of it. Okay, so hopefully you guys are not tired yet. I can still go for a little longer. So we're gonna start with the second signature. So if you're joining now, this is a good time to start, or if you want to now get going. Okay, yes, you've done the waterfalls before, but not this one. Okay, so we'll do the spinny page, the trifold layout. Oh, actually, let me look at it again, because I think this was a book from, when was this done? Oh my goodness. I think I did this last year in August, because I wanted to go to Paris, as you all probably already know, because I mention every time that I want to go to Paris so bad, but I never get to do it. Okay, so I'm trying to think what is the size of this panel. So these are 2 inches, 2 1/4, 2 1/2. Okay, got it. Yes, my daughter says let's go to Disney. We want to, I promise we want to, but you know, sometimes it's not that simple. Okay, so I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 6 1/4 by 8. Okay, 6 1/4 by 8 here, and I am going to score along the 8. We're going to score at 2 1/2, at 5, and at 7 1/2. Okay, so those are going to be the trifold pieces. 2 1/2, 5, and 7 1/2. And we're going to score 2023. I think we're going to Disneyland. We have never been in Disney World. I've never been in Florida. I would love to, but let's see. Okay, so I'm folding. You worked at Disney for 20 years. Did you get discounts? Let me know. Christmas, oh yes. Disney is beautiful during Christmas. I mean, it's beautiful all the time. Okay, so here's the first trifold piece. Okay, so again, 8 by 6 1/2. Did I say 6 1/2? Oh, I said 6 1/4. 8 by 6 1/4. And then this second one is also 8 by 6 1/4. And we are folding along this cord line. Okay, so now I am going to cut a new page, and this is going to be 6 3/4 by 6 1/2. Okay, 6 3/4 by 6 1/2. We are going to score at 1/2 inch along the 6 3/4. No more discount. Oh. Okay, so 1/2 inch along 6 3/4. Okay, and we are going to Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. I keep hitting the camera. Okay, so this is the page that is going to flip down, and this is where we're going to add our 2 trifold pieces. Okay, so we're gonna glue 1 on each side. Make sure that you have your 1/2 inch on the bottom section. Okay, so let's get some glue. And you know, this page actually happened accidentally when I was making that first book, because I wanted to do a gatefold and I missed measure the 2 pieces. First it was just this 1 piece, right? And I missed measure. And I didn't realize I missed measure until I had already glued the pages. I mean, sometimes I'm not always on my game. And so I looked at it and I had this huge opening and I was like, what did I do wrong? So anyway, what I did is I added this other section to make them into a trifold, because it was just kind of silly having this thing. And so I said, well, at least now we can expand it. And I added that centerpiece. So it was a happy accident. Okay, so we have that. Now we're gonna add the piece at the center. So make sure that your opening, it's over 1 inch. Okay, so it should be about 1.25 inches. And so now I am going to cut a piece, and this is going to be 1 by 6. Okay, so 1 by 6. And I am going to do 2 pieces actually. 1. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of hard to cut when you get closer to the edge. Okay, so I am going to glue these 2 together. Okay, because I want this piece to be strong. Okay, so we're gonna glue these 2 together here. And now the trick to this page is to add a bit of a base here. See how this is lower? You want to lift this up so this can go on top and not stay on the bottom. And so I'm going to cut maybe 3 pieces of 1 by 1. Okay, so 1, and then I'm going to cut 3, 2, and 1. So I have 3 pieces of 1 by 1. Okay, and now I'm going to find the center for this piece. For this one, it is kind of important to be at the center. I usually don't measure, but let's be at the center here at 3 inches. Okay, and I am going to make a hole, or pop a hole, I don't know. Just make a hole right here. Okay, and then let's see here. This is where we're going to add the brad. Now you want to cover this with your paper if you're going to use paper. I'm going to do the step, but I'm not going to cover it with the paper. I'm going to redo it later on, or like I just won't glue the brads basically. Okay, and so here's my brad. You do want a larger brad for this one. And now you have your 3 little pieces. You also want to make a hole at the center here. Okay, and then I'm going to glue these together. Okay, and I'm going to open the hole again. And I do it like this because it's hard to do the hole on 3 pieces. So I do 1, and then I'm just gonna glue these 2 on top. And since I already have the hole, I'm just gonna redo the hole. Or we can use our tool that we purchased for a reason. Okay, so I'm just gonna make a hole here at the center. Okay. Okay, so now we have a hole, And now I'm going to put these 2 together. So now we're creating a little bit of a base. So when we glue this down here, it's gonna come on top. Okay, and so now I am going to, let's see, add some glue. Add this. You want to match the holes. Okay, match the holes. So now we have the whole mechanism for this page. So 2 layers of cardstock and then 3 small 1 by 1 layers of cardstock here. And then I'm going to, I have the holes on all 3 or 5 layers. And then we're gonna put this here. Okay, just place it right at the center. And we are going to make the hole for the back piece. Okay, now I'm going to add the brad, but what I want you to do when you're ready to decorate is add your paper here, add your paper here, and then you're gonna add your brad. Okay, you want your brad on top. You can add it now, but just don't secure your brad here on the back. Usually on the back I put some tape, so just don't put the tape for now. Press down. Okay, and here's our page. And now we have the spinning section right there. You don't need magnets for this because it will stay down. Oh, I'm missing the conversation. Could you use foam tape? I wouldn't use foam tape because if you notice, I'm not gluing this piece. You want this piece to freely spin around. Okay, so no foam tape for this step. You're not really gluing anything other than the little pieces together. And now we can add this page to our signature. So again, make sure that you have your openings on the side, and we are going to glue this 1/2 inch now back there. Okay, so when I'm ready to add my paper, I'm going to remove the brads and put it on again, and then we can add some tape and then glue the paper here. But for now, I'm just going to glue this down. Okay, it's a fun little page. Okay, so we press down, and there you go. So now we can open and open, close and close, spin and open down. And now here you might need a couple magnets for this page. Hey Ariel, thank you for reminding. Hit the like, guys. Thank you so much. These are super cool. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Yeah, aren't they easier? I mean, of course, when I'm creating these pages, it takes me a little bit of time, but once they're all figured out, they're really, really easy. Now we're gonna work on the back, and I think this is gonna be the last layout that we do for today, and then we'll do the next page. Where's my next signature page? On the next live. Okay, so let's pick a new page. Okay. Yeah, so once you decorate it, it will look more polished, of course, and more complicated. So that was this. So you can see how it looks when it's done, right? The paper just makes it come to life. And what I did here is use one paper and just cut it into 3 sections. You do the same with a picture. Cut the picture in 3 sections if you can do that. And I know sometimes it's hard to do that. And then there you go. So that is this page here. Now this opens down, and this one opens up again, a little bit more intricate. And now we got the next one. So let's see what we have on this page that we can probably do. So this opens and opens. So this one opens to the side and it opens down, and then this opens and this opens and opens. And the reason why I did this is because, I mean, the 12 by 12 layout was so perfect that I just wanted to keep the page. So the next live, I guess we can do it next Friday. Maybe we can do a Friday night live. I don't know. Have it more often. Not wait 3 months. That will be fun, right? Okay, so let's say next Friday we can do another live like this. Okay. I'm reading Carmen. If you put the brats across the page, then you can't put a tag in the center of the page. And yes, you bring a good point. And this is why when we put a brat, this is opening down. So the center of the page, we can still add our insert. So this is why I don't do it on the base page. We do it on the page that opens down, and then this we can close, we can cover. Okay, so I think that was Carmen. Okay, so perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the back. Do you guys want to do the big 12 by 12? Let's see. We are going to do this. What is here? What is behind door number 2? Oh, this one was some side easels. Here, these 2 are easel cards. They open up like that. And then we have, it kind of looks just like a pocket. So this is what I love about that page. So we're gonna do this. Hi, Tolly. Thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Okay, so we're gonna work on the last page. And I'm trying to remember how I created this page. So these are 6 by 6s. Okay, so let's do it. So first I am going to, let's see, I have some scrap pieces. So I'm gonna move those to the side. Let me just get rid of these guys because, okay, let's just clean up a bit, okay, so I don't lose my things. And I am going to cut now one piece at, I'm gonna do 6.5 by 6. Okay, so this is going to be coming up, and then I'm actually gonna do 3. Okay, so let's do this one more time. 6.5 by 6. And I'm going to score along the 6.5 are 1/2 inch. Okay, so here we go. 1/2 inch along the 6.5. 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. And then we are going to fold along the score lines here. And then we're going to, I think with this one, okay, so this one opens down. So I'm gonna make sure I grab the right orientation. And we're going to add one of these pieces. Let's see, let's start with the side. So I'm going to do the left, what is this? Left top side. Okay, so add the glue here. Okay, press down. Okay, so now we are going to open this one up, and I am going to add this piece, and this one is going to be right here. Okay, so you want to open it and just put this one right there. Make sure you're not hitting your bending line. Oh, the 12 by 12 is because we're doing this page that is going to turn into the 12 by 12 layout. That's why they're saying 12 by 12. Okay, so I'm gluing this one here now. Okay, so now we have these two, and we need the one that's gonna go on that side. So we can glue it here. Okay, so it will open up like this and like this. But what I'm going to do to glue it here is I'm going to take out a tiny section. Okay, so that's gonna be the little secret, so we can fold this page. So I'm going to reduce this by 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so let's, and that way we will be able to fold this no problem. Okay, so I am going to line this up to the outside edge and place it along the top. Okay, so we are opening this flap, and we're gonna glue it right here. Okay, right here. So notice how now we have a space, a little bit of clearance to be able to close this. Okay, so now we're gonna close and close and press down. Hi Rhonda, thank you for joining. Hi Angela. Thank you. Oh Robin, you're joining. Hi. Thank you guys for joining. So we're working on this super cute book. You can of course watch the replay, but we're just working on the base. So now this page is going to open and then open and then open. So if you have one really cute 12 by 12 that you don't want to cut, this is a good layout for this. Hi Teresa. Okay, so now to close this, I'm going to add the two closures as we have them on the other page. And so one is going to be, let's do 4. No, sorry, we're gonna do 3 1/4. Okay, and by 5. Okay, 3 1/4 by 5, and on the 5-inch side I am going to score at 1/2 and at 3/4. Okay, 5 3/4, and I am going to fold like this. Okay, so now we have a 1/4 inch gusset, so when this page grows you can still fold on top. And I'm just gonna put this one, I guess we can put it on the center, so we only do one here. Okay, so we change it up a bit. I'm going to add my glue, and then we can open and just place this right at the center, right there, and press down. Okay, so now we're gonna fold, and then this is gonna come here on top, and then we can add the magnet. So now I think I'm actually gonna center it to this top panel because this doesn't look centered, although it's centered to the page. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little quick removal surgery here. Okay, that's okay. I'm just gonna glue it more centered to this one here. Okay, so all right, there. Okay. Thank you, Robin. Okay, so close, and this is gonna close here on top. You're gonna add a magnet on this page, and there you go. So now we have our first two signatures ready, and we have our binding ready. And on the next live, we are going to work on the next page here and on the back cover. The back cover is also going to be an interactive layout. So there you go, you guys. So I think I'm going to stop the live for now. If you guys have questions, I will do questions. And thank you, Teresa. I'm gonna drink some water. The glue that I am using is esta, art glitter glue. It's not just for glitter. Also link on my Amazon page if you guys wanna check that out. Yeah, you can rewatch the live, yes. And so on the next live, I'm gonna try to pick a paper so I can start decorating some pages as well if we have to. But Robin, I just want to show you, this is kind of what we're going for. Taking some inspiration from this book. We're not making the same book. The next member class is going to be next Saturday. I think it was supposed to be tomorrow, but I'm gonna make it next Saturday because my daughters have volleyball tournament tomorrow. And I will post the video link on the community page as we always do, and so you guys can save the date. So next Saturday will be the live class for members, and I'm gonna take some suggestions so you guys can let me know. But since we did a folio like this last time, I kind of want to do I was thinking on doing a lap book or another folio, but you let me know. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. Yes, my daughters have been, it's the first tournament, so I know they'll be done before 5, but it's a long day, so I don't know that I'll be able to do tournament and live class tomorrow. So we'll do it next week for the members. I'll post it on the channel, and if you guys want to join, become members, I would love to have you there. And so yeah, but for now we're gonna continue with our live next Friday. So I'm kind of anxious to see this book come together. So, but anyway, we'll do next Friday. I think that's a good time for everybody. And I'll pick a paper so we can maybe I'll start decorating some of the pages that are done. And if you guys are following the tutorial, maybe you can start also decorating some of your pages as well, and we can see it come together. So thank you guys so much for being part of the live. Please hit the like. If you rewatch this video, please share it. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week. I will see you sooner, but I will see you on the next live next week. Bye-bye. Thank you.